My next guest is on a personal mission to help you unlock your best self, and he honestly holds the keys. He's a New York Times best-selling author and host of his own podcast called Always Evolving with Coach Mike. He's a personal development coach who inspires people worldwide to snap out of the mentality holding them back from progress. Coach Mike Bayer believes that one decision can and will change the trajectory of your life, and these two women couldn't agree more.
A little over 3 years ago, a tractor trailer came into my lane on the highway. It sent my car spinning. From that point on, my life was never the same.
When coronavirus first hit, I was totally panicked. I'm a widow of 68 years old with a compromised immune system. I live alone, and I just didn't know what in the world I was going to do.
I couldn't get off the couch. I was in so much pain. Since the accident, I've had a hysterectomy due to underlying health conditions. I had my grandfather's pass away. I gained a bunch of weight. I didn't know if my life was worth living. It ended up getting so bad, I went to a doctor where I was actually diagnosed as bipolar.
Well, when coronavirus first hit, Coach Mike Bayer started doing live Facebooks, and he did encourage us to use fear as a motivator to pivot our thoughts into positive thinking. And so all kinds of wonderful things did come out of it.
In the midst of being diagnosed bipolar, I discovered Coach Mike's book, Be You, Only Better, and then that changed everything. I'm going to get dressed, I'm going to do my hair, I'm going to get off the couch no matter how bad it hurts, and I'm going to do my recovery.
I set 3 goals: reach out to other people, quit nicotine, and to get back on my weight loss plan. And I have done all 3 of those.
So the big impact was discovering your best self. It did help me become more accountable of myself, my own actions, and how I act in my relationships.
I would give Coach Mike the biggest hug. He's young enough to be my son, and I can't wait till the pandemic is over so I can actually meet him in person.
Thank you, Coach Mike. The past 3.5 years have been so rough, and your book and your group really have helped me come out of a really dark place, and I really appreciate that.
We're living in uncertain times. It's tough to keep up with the latest medical headlines.
About the market, panicked about COVID.
And how do those headlines impact you and your family? 100,000 people died. On season 13 of The Doctors, we want to empower you physically.
If I met them at dance, they would meet me at medicine.
Man, I love that. Emotionally.
If I could change my thoughts, I can change my feelings.
And medically.
He doesn't have his mask up, which is not a good thing.
This is the $1 million question, maybe the $1 trillion question. This is so critical for people to hear. We're giving you the inside track on health and wellness so that you can get back to the life you deserve. It's time to take back your power. The Doctors, now more than ever. Premieres September 21st.